Okay guys, so I'm sure you all remember excuse me, how I said it was that I normally don't get lifting. Normally I don't, but yesterday in all the running around that I did to Michael's and to the post office and whatever, I smashed my finger a few times actually. And I actually have quite a bit of lifting in the top. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Let me see if I can zoom in. Alright, so it's this finger here, and it's right along the top edge, and you can see when I do that, the difference in coloration between here and here. Here it's stuck, and up here it's not. So I decided to share with you guys how I deal with lifting. Okay, so the first thing, a lot of people when they start getting lifting, they're like, oh God, I gotta soak these off and start from scratch or whatever. That's just not the best thing to do for your nails. The rest of my nails do not have any lifting. I'm not going to waste all my product by soaking them off and starting over. And I'm not going to leave this one get any worse so that it damages my natural nail. So the first thing you should do when you get lifting is file off the area that is lifting. And I'm going to show you guys how I do that. This is a cuticle nipper. This is not a nail clipper. It is not used for clipping fingernails or toenails. It is called a cuticle nipper. This is used after a basic manicure to go right around the edge of the cuticle and basically nip off whatever is stuck to the nail plate only. This is not your cuticle up here. This area right here, not your cuticle. The clear skin that you see up around here is actually called your eponychium. Your hyponychium is underneath the front of your nail. Your eponychium is up here. And this is live skin. And you can cause a bleed and you can cause an infection if you nip it. Now, I know a lot of women like to nip that off because it's, you know, seemingly dead here and you don't maybe feel it too much when you nip off the skin. You can cause a severe infection. So we're taught in school not to do that. Your cuticle, the dead skin that they call your cuticle, lays flat on your nail plate as your nail grows out, and that should be able to be pushed up after softened, and then if it's stuck you can nip it off with the nippers. This nipper I'm going to use, we also use it sometimes to get underneath some lifted nail, just like that. I'm going to zoom in and show you. Okay, so where are we? Right here. So if you look, I can basically put the edge of the nipper right, oh, I'm sorry, I was trying to stay in frame, right under here and nip. See it pop off? Little tiny parts will come off, see? Whatever's lifted is going to come off. Now I'm not jamming this under there. It's not very much pressure at all. You're basically just sticking the edge and closing the nipper, and it's going to pop off anything that is not adhered to your nail. Now, different technicians will give you different opinions on this. Some people think that if you use a nipper, sorry, I'm way off screen, that if you use a nipper to pull off this little excess that's lifting, you're going to cause more lifting. Now, that is true to a degree. You're not going to jam this under there and start lifting and pulling and nipping. You are going to cause more lifting. But what I'm doing is I filed it till it's very, very thin. I do not want to file my natural nail and cause a burn. So what I'm doing is I'm using the nipper to just get under it and nip it off. I'm not putting pressure downward toward the nail this way. I'm not putting pressure under it to lift it up. I'm basically using the very point of this instrument because it is very pointy, okay? I'm using the point of this instrument to get underneath the edge of it where I can't get with my nails and just closing the nipper, okay? So I like to nip off the extra. It just saves me a lot of filing time. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And I'm sorry if I'm loud, guys. I'm deaf in one ear right now. I have a severe ear infection. But yeah. So I'm going to buff that a little bit more because I did a little more nipping. That's my prepping. So buff the natural nail, clean it off, get it ready for your primers. Okay? So I'm going to get my primers on. This is the dehydrator. I've showed you guys what that is. Where's the next one? I'm missing one of my primers. There it is. The Bondex, which is the first primer. A lot of people only use Bondex. Okay guys, so now it's ready to file a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on to a medium-low or low-medium, whatever. And I'm just going to shape it up. Now you guys know I'm left-handed, so that's why I hold my drill like this with my right hand. It's just easier for me to control with my thumb, because if in my left hand I can hold it like a pen and guide it and move it the way I need to, but with my right hand I can't really do that because I don't have the control the way that I need to have it. So holding it like this for me is just a lot easier, and I move basically my left hand to where it needs to go on the drill. Okay? So if this looks strange to you, that's why. And I'm just basically shaping. Okay. I have my high arch. It's even on both sides. I like it. Very good. Okay. So I'm going to zoom right across the tip a little bit because I see some little bumps. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my file right here. I'm going to use this 100-100 file. Okay. And I'm going to file the tip because I like it straight, square now. I'm going to file the edges a little bit just to make sure that they're straight. Okay. No pointy edges, nice and flat and straight. I'm going to come up around my C curve a little bit, just to smooth that out. And then again, I'm going to take my paper towel and my alcohol. I'm going to rub it off, and that is not going to hurt the acrylic at all because it's completely dry. Okay, so there is my newly buffed, newly fixed, newly filled nail. Okay, now I'm going to top coat it and we'll be done. I always do my edges. Okay, I went and got a little up there, but we're good. It's good. So now, again, it is just like new. Let's see if it's going to focus. It is just not going to focus that close. So there you have it. It's just like new. Okay. So there you have it. That's a fill, and I will talk to you guys soon.